Hello and welcome back for video 5 of our series on the Tupperware portal. So for this one, we are going to be talking about the Salesforce website section, and there is a ton of information on this section. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. All right, so we're going to go here to Salesforce website. I apologize. Let me shut my phone off real quick. There we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and click on Salesforce website, which you see right here. And as before, remember my system's a little bit slow running both programs at the same time, the internet and the Zoom platform. So just be patient as some of those screens load. All right, so here is the Salesforce website portion of your Tupperware portal. And there is a lot of information here. I'm telling you, there's a lot. Everything you could possibly need to know is here. So don't be overwhelmed with it. Just take a minute, especially since you're watching this video, take a minute to really just play with it and see what all's here and just kind of go through it. So what we're going to do for this video is I'm going to show you the highlights of what's here. I'm going to show you how you actually find what you're looking for and introduce you to the search feature. So you can see here the front page of this, you have your categories on the left-hand column. Then on the inside, you have color-coded sections. So this kind of brown color, this is your party prep. So here you're gonna find your sales aids price list. That's gonna be like your citrus peelers, your keychains, all that stuff. An editable mailing list, which is absolutely fantastic. It literally is a mailing list that you can pull up and you can key in all the information and then print it right onto labels. Super duper easy. And then we have added offers. So these are going to be extra flyers that Tupperware has created and has available for you to use. So here we have your host flyer, and it has the date next to it, that 1/28 through 2/10. So that means that that is the host flyer as we go into the first 2 weeks of February. Host social shareable image. So this is something that you can share even now on social media because it's been posted specifically for social media, and it's a host image. So when they release those host gift special items early to allow you to book parties before they're actually available. So that's super handy. 52 parties challenge flyer as well as the progress chart. So these are items that you can use to really help make sure you're meeting that challenge of those 52 parties. And so on and so forth. So you can see for yourself, there's just a ton of different information here. And all you have to do to look at one of these flyers is just click on it and it's going to open in another window. Here you have the winter and spring catalog. It shows you the catalog itself, the shopping order form, your samples list is here, and then it shows you a catalog overview where it kind of explains some of the new stuff. And then it has party support. This is where you're going to find your custom kitchen planning charts, your some different recipes, as well as some shareable images that you can use on social media that that have to do with these items that are in the catalog. On this side, we have our party prep for our sales flyer. So because we're in big weeks, we're in 2 different sales flyers at the moment. We have our big weeks flyer, which is that January big weeks. All right, and again, we have the brochure, we have information about the customer offers, the host offer, your sample list, your host gift sheet, right? So again, if you want to view any of these files, you simply click on it. It's going to open in a separate window. And then it's going to show you that flyer. Now this is a Adobe or a JPEG, no, not JPEG, a PDF file, and you can download the file right here. Okay, you can see that little tab right there to download. If you have a Mac computer, it may look just a little bit different, but it's going to have that same concept where you're going to have the option to download. And then here you can see this is a beautiful flyer that you can add to your host packs to help encourage them to get to that $300 party level, to get to the $500, the $600, the $1,000 party level, because there's so much being offered right now. All right, so these are super handy. I really love the host gifts, the host gift sheets. All right, and when you're done, just click out of it. And again, we have party support stuff. So we have the Snack Center memes. So these are shareable content that you can post on Facebook. Then we have the mid-January, okay? And again, same layout, right? We have our mid-January brochure. We have a training video on what's in that brochure, customer offers, sample list, host sheet, and then your shareable content and recipes, all right? Next up in this green section here, we have our fundraiser program. So here you're going to see the fundraiser brochure itself, which is in a PDF version that you can download and then you can send out to people. And then we have our samples list that you can order from. Up here in this upper right corner, we have the My.Tupperware upgrade training. So this is additional training in addition to the training that I'm doing here that kind of walks you through what some of the changes were from the old system to the new system. I encourage you to watch these videos because they really get into a lot more detail than I do, especially when we're talking about the email sections and what have you. The email sections, the memes, and the reports. They do a great job of going through that, which is why I didn't take the time in these videos, because there's already videos there available for you to be able to watch. The My Week email, okay, so this is where what you want to look at on a regular basis. It's got the activity video, which really gives you the weekly idea of what's happening, what's going on, keeps you up to date. And then we do more in-depth training here at my house when we do Rally or when we do our training online. So the My Weeks email gives you a great synopsis of what Tupperware's got going on, and then we do the more in-depth training through those rallies. And that's why Rally is so important, because you get the big concept from Tupperware and we break it down into more doable pieces through Rally. Your party perks, this comes out sometimes monthly, sometimes weekly. It kind of depends on how Tupperware releases it, but it does a beautiful job of really laying out for you when those activity challenges are, the recruiting challenges, what the Say Yes offer for the month is, any additional promotions that Tupperware has going on for the month. That's what that party perks is for. And so you want to make sure that you are always, always, always up to date on what you can earn and what you can offer to your customers by looking at that party perk sheet. Okay. It also tells you when awards are opening. So if you've earned an award and you're really hoping to get it soon because you're so excited, I know how exciting it can be when we earn those awards, and we want that coupon to show up because we want to redeem it so we have it in our hot little hands. Well, the award openings in whatever the month is at the time, that's going to show you what awards are becoming available through those coupons in that month. So you can keep an eye on that if you like to. Next up, we have recruiting. So this is going to be memes that you can share on social media. It's also going to be whatever the current Say Yes offer is that you can print off. It has a video to kind of talk you through what that Say Yes offer is and how you can use it to increase the number of people that you are sharing the opportunity with to join your team. It also has the recruiting brochure, the recruiting flyer, the Love What You Do opportunity video. I mean, there's just a ton of different information here. And really make sure that you look through this, because there's going to be different times when one person is going to want or need one set of the information and somebody else is going to need something else. So for example, you know, if I'm really driven by the money, if I want a career in Tupperware, if I want to know how do I become a director right now, what do I need to do and how do I get there, I'm going to want that recruiting brochure. Okay, so that's what I'm going to send to that potential recruit. Now, if I'm somebody who I want to go on trips and I want to win bling, right? So for that person, it may be more of the Love What You Do opportunity video. Okay, so there's different pieces of information because we all want something different out of this business, and Tupperware has thought about that, and so they have all of the different tools available for you there. Next up is the Tell Us Your Story. This I really, really love because you can just tell Tupperware about your story. You know, think about where you came from, where you were before Tupperware existed, where your family was before you started selling Tupperware, and then the impact that Tupperware has had on your life, your family's lives, and how it has changed everything for you, and where that puts you today and your hopes for the future. Where can you see yourself? Maybe you didn't even see a future before you started selling Tupperware, and now you have these huge dreams and goals. Maybe you want to go places. Maybe you want to do things with your family. Maybe you actually have the opportunity to buy a house or a car that you've never been able to do before. And so Tupperware loves when you share your story with them. And this is a program where you can be heard, your voice can be heard, and your story can be shared through their blog. It also offers them the opportunity to offer you an opportunity to tell your story to other people, maybe to be featured in one of our sales flyers or catalogs. So definitely, you know, as your story evolves and it changes, feel free to share your story with Tupperware as many times as you like. It also has the ability to add a photo to that as well. So enjoy and have fun with that. And I highly encourage you to share, because we all have different things in our lives that have just really impacted the way that Tupperware has fit in, really impacted not only our lives, but our families, and maybe even our community. And being able to share that story with other people can be very inspiring. So be sure to go on there and add your story. Next up, we have the product alerts. We kind of looked at product alerts earlier when we were looking at the My Sales section, where it comes up with all the different things that are going on with the products, if something is no longer available, so on and so forth. This is just another way to get to that information. Product knowledge. I know we have a lot of new consultants that are always worried that they don't know enough about the products. Trust me, if you're using your products, you know your products. But if you still want to look up the hard information, you want to read it in print, you want to see it in black and white, then the product knowledge section gives you all the knowledge you could possibly need about each of those products, so that you can use it in your own kitchen and have true, real life stories to tell to your hostesses, your customers, and at your parties. Recipes is a perfect place to go to find good recipes to use at your parties. Things that don't take a lot of ingredients, that are super simple to do, and are definitely within your 30-minute time frame. Some are as small as 5 minutes, some as lengthy as 30 minutes, but I really have never seen a recipe that's more than 30 minutes that's a Tupperware recipe. I have found that all the Tupperware recipes have been very good. You know, even things that I thought, oh, I don't know so much about that one, it still turned out to be pretty yummy. So I really encourage you to try a lot of different recipes, because they really focus on the Tupperware products. It's going to give you that opportunity to use the products in a way that is going to make it a story that you can tell, to make it shareable, and that's super important. Always, 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 when you're going to do a recipe, especially if you're going to do a recipe at a party, please don't forget, you want to make sure that you are doing that recipe at your house before you do it at your hostess's house. You're going to let your hostess know ahead of time what her ingredients list is, have her get those ingredients, and if she needs to have chicken thawed, let her know it needs thawed but not cooked, and then you'll do the recipe using the groceries that she purchased at her house. Okay? All right, last but not least, we have our parts catalog and warranty. This is all the different pieces of information that you would need to do any and all warranty. Doing warranty is a whole different video, so we're not going to get into depth with that today. But just know that if you ever need to look a part up, or you need to look up a warranty product, this is the tab that you're going to want, and you're going to go right into there to find that parts catalog. So over on the left-hand column here, you're going to see there are tons of different information here as well. Some of it is the same as what you found in the color section in the center. Some of it's different. There is a new consultant section here. And this gives you like your Confident Start flyer. It gives you your Say Yes offer that's current, the Getting Started guide, how do I enter my party lineup, and then some online parties. There's a ton of training within all of this. Each one of those have different number of attachments. That means that there are more than one file. Sometimes, like if there's two, that probably means one's in English and one's in Spanish. But knowing that there's 7, that means that this is not only the Confident Start, but there's probably several other things there as well to help get new consultants started. We have training and coaching. So when we click on that, you can see here that it looks like this has been moved to go under that training tab. And that's going to be our next video, is talking about the training tab. Party prep and recruiting. We click on that. And here we have all different kinds of tools to be able to be successful, okay? So we have our 52 party lineup, the Party and Sparkle Challenge, right? So we have all kinds of different information here, and all of it has to do with party prep and recruiting. Okay, so again, just another way for you to find that same information. Your product knowledge. Remember, we were just talking about that product knowledge section. Again, this is another way to get there, but look at this. It's craziness. Modular Make Containers has 25 attachments. There's just a ton of information available to you here. The microwave pressure cooker has 12 different attachments, and that's because not only is it giving you the product knowledge itself, but it's also giving you access to the supporting material that tells you how fantastic these products are. All of the research that they've done, they have put it into flyer form that makes it doable for you. So I encourage you, when you are featuring a specific product, to go ahead and print off whatever Tupperware has available for you, put it in a binder with page protectors, and let people pass it around and look at it, saying, you know, this is our featured product, and these are some of the amazing qualities that it has. This is some of the things that I've done with it, and here's the support material that Tupperware has. And with the pressure cooker especially, it has like the different cook times. There's a flyer in there that has the different cook times. So that might be something that you want to say, and when you order a pressure cooker today, you're going to get this flyer, or you're going to get this set of flyers to go with that, as well as a couple of recipes. And then you print that off for them and you send it to them, because it's that customer service, that extra support, that's going to really maintain your customers. Okay, and again, guys, literally every product is going to be in here. This is your first section, and look, there's several pages of information. Now, before you go too crazy here, please note, you do not, I repeat, you do not have to know every single aspect of every single product before you do a party. All right, your kit comes with some fantastic products in it. Use the products in your kit. Have some experience with it. And when you go to your parties, just talk about what you did. People don't need to know the exact facts and figures of every single detail. What they need to know is, does it really work? And when you use it in your own kitchen, and you play with it, and you have experiences, and you have funny stories, and you have delicious meals that you made with it, that's what people are going to relate to, and that's what you want to make sure that you're sharing at your parties. This information is great. You'll learn it over time, but you don't have to memorize it. You don't have to have it all up front. Print off the flyers for what's in your kit, and as you add to your kit, learn about those products as they come. You don't have to know everything out of the gate. If you're at a party and somebody asks you a question about a product you don't know about, say, you know what, I am still really new, and I would love to learn about that product too. So let me phone a friend and see what I can find out for you, or let me get back to you on that. Or as soon as we're done here, I'm going to look that up on my phone or on my iPad or whatever you have, and I'm going to get that answer for you. All right, so it's going to be a way to add a customer service element. It's going to give you honesty and integrity, because they're going to appreciate that you didn't just make something up. You said, you know what, I don't know the answer to that, and I'm going to find out for you. And because you did it, you're going to learn in the process as well. So don't feel like you have to know everything. It will come with time. Just have fun with your products and have fun with your customers. Next up over here, we have recipes. And let me tell you, Tupperware has a plethora of recipes. So here you can see there are a ton of recipes. This do-it-yourself seasoning blend, I really want to point that out, because it really does a great job of creating some amazing seasoning blends that we have. So let's just go ahead and click on this, because I want to show you how these attachments work. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. And of course, we have to wait for it to open. Very slowly. There we go. Okay, so here we have our our cinnamon vanilla seasoning, which I'm telling you, when you make carrot cupcakes or carrot cake, this is like the perfect seasoning to go in there. It just changes the flavor so much, makes it real soft and real gentle with that little bit of cinnamon spice to it. Love, love, love it. I won't make carrot cake without it anymore. And here it shows you how to make the Tupperware recipe for what their seasoning blend used to be. We no longer carry the seasonings, but that doesn't mean they weren't good. It means, you know what, let's use this as a party tool, and you can make it on your own. So here you can see it is 1 1/4 cups of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of coarse kosher salt, and 1 vanilla bean cut in half lengthwise. Combine all those ingredients together, put it in a counterscape dry container, which is a beautiful clear round container, and insert the vanilla bean halves, shake to combine and seal, store up to 6 months. So absolutely fantastic. You can just shake that up, and then that vanilla bean is just going to enhance that flavor all the way around. I like to make sure that I let that sit for at least 24 hours before I use it, so that vanilla bean really has a chance to get in there. The cilantro mojo seasoning, super good on chicken and pork. We've got the steak and chop seasoning. Holy macarolis. This is like my favorite seasoning. It is good on everything. And if you've ever felt like your hamburgers are just missing something, seriously, use this seasoning blend because it is to die for. To die for. It's crazy. It's craziness. All right. We have our Southwest Chipotle seasoning. Think fajitas and you'll know what that smells like. Okay. The Italian herb seasoning. This has been the perfect Italian seasoning blend. Like, you buy them at the store and they're good and all, but this one has the perfect combination of all the different flavors to really give you that beautiful Italian flavor. I like to use it both in my spaghetti sauces, and I like to sprinkle it right on top when I'm making homemade pizza. And then we have our chocolate seasoning blend. Crazy yummy. You can do chocolate martinis. Super yummy. Super yummy. So if you want to download any flyers, you just simply click that download button, and you'll see it has the option to come up and open with Adobe Reader, and that's going to give you the ability to save it as a PDF. Okay, so as that downloads, you're going to see it's going to open up. It's going to open up. Very slowly. There it goes. So now I'm looking at it no longer through the website, but now I'm looking at it through the PDF file itself that I can then save to my desktop. I can email it to a hostess. I can print it off and take it to my parties, stamp my information on it or add my information to it, and give it out as a party gift as something special. I like to give one of these seasoning blend recipes out at a time, and so it encourages people to come back to the next party. So I'll do like 6 rotations of parties, and each hostess will do a recipe that utilizes one of these seasoning blends. So then everybody wants to come to the next party because they want that next seasoning blend recipe. Okay, so you can use these to really help you book parties and use them to help you gain customers. And because it has your information on it, they're going to keep those recipes forever, which means now they're going to keep your information forever. So we're going to go ahead and click next just so you can see how that transitions from one attachment to the next. And I'm pretty sure this is the Spanish version. And we're waiting very patiently for it to open. So you want to make sure, yeah, so see here we've got it in the Spanish version. So if you have someone who is Spanish speaking, you can still have those same great recipes for them. And if you're not sure what this says in Spanish, it's in the same order as the English, so you can just, you know, look at what the English one is and compare, and then you'll know what you're passing out. So to rotate through the attachments, you're going to use the previous and next attachment here. And then to close out of this section, you're going to use the X here. Not this one. You want this one down here. Okay? And you just click on that, and then that's going to take you back to where you were. Okay? So there's a ton of different recipes in here. They break it down. Here is the new catalog. So here's all the recipes that are featured in the new catalog. These are the recipes that I'm going to feature at my parties coming up because they're going to see them in the catalog and they're going to want them. So there's those. And then per brochure, they also have them by brochure. We have some Chef Series cookware recipes, each brochure again, the older catalog. And you can download these and save them to your hard drive, or you can, access them on here. They usually keep about 2 catalogs worth of recipes on here. So I do download a lot of them because I love recipes and I love having a ton of options, and I just love the Tupperware recipes. So I make a lot of the Tupperware recipes even after they're no longer on the website. So if you find one you like, keep it forever for sure. Okay, so now this section, we're going to get into a little bit different stuff. The For You is a really great section. Let's go ahead and click on that. All right, so this is going to talk about just different things that are available for you as the consultant. All right, so earlier we talked about that party perks, that's here. But if you're looking at becoming a director and you want to move into becoming an elite director and some of the benefits that come with that, there's a whole flyer there for that. Again, you have your coupons. We have different announcements. So like this was the gloves. There was a award that you could earn a set of gloves. And so this was the sizing chart for that. One of the older party perks, title step up memes. So this is different things that are, anything that says memes, that's a social media thing that you can share. It's like an image that you can share. Raincoat sizes, right? So these are just different things for you as the consultant, okay? All right. Next up, we have recognition. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to go back. See how I just clicked on the plus sign? Okay, so I clicked on that plus sign under the For You. So this actually is going to break out additional information. So this is promotions for you. That's what we just looked at. Here's specific awards. Here's programs, okay? So this is going to be the different programs that are available. The Manager Development Program. We have the Constellation of Stars Program. The Director and Qualification Program, which this one, you definitely want to open that up and look at it and really look at what it is to become a director, because it's a great path and it's a doable path as long as you know what that path is. As you become a director, you have the option for things like the Wild Growth Program. You have the Elite Leader Program, right? So these are all the different programs that Tupperware has to offer. And those first ones right in here are going to be the ones that are going to apply to our consultants through our executive managers. And then down here we have those that are going to apply to directors. So you can look through all of these, because I know as you're working toward director, you're going to want to know what those programs are that you're working toward as well. If you're thinking you want to go to Hawaii or take the whole family to Disney, or you want cash, or you want, there's just so many different options, jewelry, then that's definitely that WOW program, okay? All right, under trips, here's where it's going to talk in more detail about whatever trips are available. So like right now, it's the Growing Elite and the Business Leader trip that they were just working on. This actually just finished, and we're going to be, they're going to announce whatever the next one is coming up here in February. So then this will change once that gets announced. It just hasn't been, it's going to be announced at Leadership Summit. So we just haven't heard yet. Okay. Next up, it's the What's Your Drive program, because we all want to drive a beautiful company car. Let me tell you, there is nothing like going to the dealership and picking up your brand new car from Tupperware. It's got the beautiful Tupperware logo right on the side of it, and it smells like a brand new car, and it has like practically no miles on it, or it has low miles on it, and it's absolutely fantastic. And so this just tells you all about the different aspects of that program. They pay for the insurance, they pay for the tires. I mean, they just pay for practically everything. And I love, 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 love my Tupperware car. More benefits. This is the one that I get the most questions about. Okay, so again, under Salesforce website, For You, more benefits, right here is the healthcare. Okay, we get a ton of people asking about where do I find the healthcare, and this is where it's at. My family does take the healthcare option that Tupperware has, and we absolutely love it. It has what's called teledoctor is part of it, which is where you can actually call a doctor via the web, and they can diagnose you for basic things right over the phone or right over the web by, you kind of look at the camera or you talk on the phone. So something very simple they can diagnose for you, and that's part of what your coverage is. So you don't always have to go to the doctor. You can do it right from your house a lot of times. Absolutely love, love, love that. Okay, but business insurance, the Tupperware card, for those of you wanting more information about the Tupperware card, this is where you're going to find that. So different vendor partners, so like Dell and those kind of things are available where you can get discounts. We have the Staples program. We have discounts through AT&T, T-Mobile, Dell services, HP computers, Compact. So here's where you're just going to find all of that information. And again, like Staples, for example, there's a card that you print off and you get a discount on printing at Staples. So you just click on this and it's going to have those 3 attachments, which one of those attachments is going to be that card. All right. All right, next up we have the Career Traditional 2.0. So this is what we're in right now is the Traditional 2.0. And this career guide right here, it actually does come in your kit, a copy of the career guide. So if you have a hard copy, I recommend that you really look through that hard copy, take a highlighter, take a pen, make notes, whatever you want to do. If you don't have it anymore, or if you just like the online versions, you're going to be able to find that there. And it has on here everything you need to know about how our income levels or how our income structure works, and how do I get paid and when do I get paid. This is a great flyer, really explains how that works. Salesforce minimum requirements is explained through here. Income tax information. I know a lot of you are looking for income tax information right now, and this really does a great job of just telling you how you get that 1099. So all kinds of things. So that is under For You and Career and Traditional 2.0. Okay? All right. All right, next up we have that recognition tab. Let's go ahead and lower this one. All right, so this is recognition for the nation. So here you're going to find the recognition spotlight. These are going to feature our top people every month. So here we have December, January. You can click on it, and that's really going to show you what those top people are doing and give you something to strive for. So we'll go ahead and click on it because it's always fun to see what kind of numbers you're looking at. All right. Oh, look at that, how fun. So Jose got promoted to business leader, so they're featuring her on there. And then there's several different reports that you can click on. So 52 parties in 2016, quarter recognition for consultants, and you can download that report and see if your name's on there. A Confident Start program report, you can download that and see as you earn your different levels in the Confident Start program, they put it on this report so everybody can see it and celebrate with you. As directors earn their WOW program, the new director one or the growth phase one, those reports are there so we can all celebrate together or see our name in lights. Either way, super fun. And then you have your top performers, okay? So these are the top earning directors. So number one director for January, Miss Dawn, her income, this is how much she made. Her income in her pocket. This is not her sales. This is her earnings. This is how much money she made. In 1 month, she made over $9,700 profit. Isn't that crazy? Oh, wouldn't you love to make almost $10,000 a month? Hello. All right. And as they continue to grow and they build an organization, these are the top 5 earning organization leaders. Okay. So the number one, Miss Stephanie, she is a 5-star director from the Powerhouse region. She made in her pocket $21,000 in the month of January. Seriously, can you imagine what would $21,000 in a single month do for you and your family? Can you even think about it? Some people, they don't even make that in a year, and she made it in a single month. All right, so this is the possibilities. This is where Tupperware can take you. And I know these women. Serena, for example, amazing woman, absolutely fantastic, lives in Guam. She lives in Guam, and she has built an amazing Tupperware team there in Guam. And she made, in January, in her pocket, she put over $11,000, almost $12,000 in her pocket. That's just how much money she made that month, okay? So again, just amazing women. All of these women I have met through Jubilee. I've gotten ideas from them, and I love being able to share their knowledge with you guys. So definitely these are the possibilities, and this is where you can go with your Tupperware business if that's what you want. Step up career level. When you step up to manager, star manager, executive manager, it's going to go on that report, and we get to celebrate with you. Vanguard bonuses. When you make your Vanguard bonus, it's going to be on the report. Your manager count, it's going to go on the report. So tons and tons of recognition available every single month for you. And I just love that because, you know, it's the little things that we get to celebrate. And I love celebrating all of the little things. So, all right. Back to training. Weekly, monthly recognition in the nation, where you can see where your sales fell amongst other consultants or other managers in the nation. Did you get that recognition? Different program recognition, promotion recognitions, title achievements, top earners, recognition support, and title step-up meets, okay? So lots of really great information there. Lots of fun things to look at. Lots of fun things to look at. All right, next up we have events. All right. I know many of you have asked questions about Jubilee 2017. What is it going to take to get there? What do you need to qualify? What's the phone number for the hotel? How much is it going to cost for registration? And so this Jubilee 2017, that's going to give you everything you need to know for that. It talks about Rookie Ed Director of the Year for Jubilee. How do you qualify? It talks about the Royal Coronation. So all of you that are managers or above, or all of you who want to be managers or above, you can qualify under that princess category. Okay, that's going to be based on your unit sales. So definitely look at that flyer and see how you can qualify for that recognition. Qualify to attend annual Constellation of Stars, the Connie Award, and the Brownie Award, which is both given there at Jubilee. We also have last year's information, Leadership Conference, and Tupperware Day. Okay. All right, next up we have updates. This is going to give you any current updates, product alerts, and your MyWeeks emails are all located here. So again, just another place that you can find the same information. Helping your community. We did have a program going where you could work with the Boys and Girls Club. I'm not sure if that got extended or not, but you also have all your fundraiser information here. Here's the Boys and Girls Club Support Volunteer Kitchen Organization. I'm not sure if this one's still valid or not. Tupperware tries to keep the website as much up to date as possible, but we do have to watch the dates occasionally because they like to keep some archive stuff on here for us to be able to go back to and reference should we have any questions. Let me just see if I can find the answer to this really, really fast for you. It looks like it is probably still available, but if you're ever unsure, you can always call customer care and ask them directly and just say, hey, I wanted to verify that the Boys and Girls Club of America promotion is still going where we can partner with them. This is a great program because you actually partner with your local Boys and Girls Club. You actually do hours with them, and then you can submit for Tupperware to donate Tupperware products to the Boys and Girls Club for their use. It's a great program. Really am not sure if they still have it. These are some of the products that they can earn, and I don't see a date on it. So I would say just call customer care and see if you can work with them. Regardless of whether this promotion is still going on or not, getting involved with your local Boys and Girls Club is always an amazing opportunity. Tupperware works with them on a one-on-one basis all the time, and giving back to your community is a big part of what we want to do. it's not just about what we can get for ourselves, it's about what we can give to others in this business. And this is just one more way that we can reach out and really touch and affect our community. So definitely, whether this promotion is going or not, I encourage you to volunteer at your local Boys and Girls Club. If you have any questions about policies, there is a whole section on policies. This talks a lot about what the trade show and vendor event policy is. You've got your how to use the Tupperware brand's logos, what you can use and what you can't use. There's also the social media policy. Definitely take a look at that because those social media policies, they are specific, but they're designed to help you, not hurt you. The whole point here is that we want to make sure that our social media is helping our business grow, not leaving it stagnant, and that it's fair for everyone across the board. So nobody's discounting something so cheap that nobody wants to be your customer anymore because they saw it somewhere else. So make sure you read through those social media policies before you do go posting stuff all over Facebook. All right. And then you do have, last but not least, the support tools and technologies. This is, again, talking about social media tips and tricks, and then signs, logos, videos, and music that you can use for your parties and for rallies and those kind of things. So a ton of information, so much going on, and really, it's just such a great resource. The Salesforce website has all the information on it that you could possibly want. Don't get overwhelmed by it, though. There's a lot there, and you can just go on and play with it, go on and look, and if you can't find something, use the search feature right here on the top and say health care. Is that one word or two? It's two. Right? So I'm going to type in healthcare, and now all of a sudden I am looking at healthy eating. Okay, so that one didn't bring it up. What do I want? I think it's nope. Oh, insurance. So I'm going to type in insurance, and there I get the healthcare. Okay, and I guess healthcare was one word. Go figure. All right, so you can easily just use the search feature if you know what you're kind of looking for. Try a couple of different things, and you're likely to get that to come up. So I hope that you have a better understanding of how the Tupperware portal works and how that how the Salesforce website section of the Tupperware portal works. There is so much information there, and you can really use it not only to enhance your business, but to give back to your community, as well to increase your knowledge, to gain recipes, to inspire yourself, and to inspire others. So there's just a ton there. Have fun with it, play with it, and don't get overwhelmed. Use the search feature and touch base with myself or your fellow consultants. Post on our group page if you have any questions, and we're all here to help and support one another. So thanks so much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!